Next, we'll hear a national perspective, and we're so grateful to hear from Brother Fred Redmond, Secretary Treasurer of the AFL-CIO and longtime member of the United Steelworkers Union. Brother Fred, take it away.
Well, excuse me. Well, thank you, Cameron. And I want to really thank the incredible staff at People's World. You know, you are spreading the gospel of this movement far and wide, and we appreciate People's World and everything that they do to make sure that our message of self-determination, of dignity and respect for all workers is being heard loud and clear. And look, I can't tell you how important it is to have an outlet by workers and for workers, telling important stories about working people and families in a way you just do not see anywhere else. So thank you for all that you do. Let me begin by saying May Day simply means this. May Day is our day. It belongs to all working people. And if you go back to my hometown of Chicago and go back to 1886, you saw one of the boldest things that workers in this country have ever done, refusing to show up for work. Tens and thousands, mostly immigrants, were in the street protesting and bringing the economy to a halt. And out of that struggle came the tragedy at Haymarket Square. When people heard what had happened, it was a chilling effect on union organizing, on the attitudes that people had toward immigrants and the working class. But the other thing it did was galvanize the labor movement, not just at home, but abroad as well. It paved the way for massive wins, for workers to stand up and not live in fear, and really realize the power that they had together. And here we are, more than 100 years later, in so many ways, we're in the exact same fight. We are seeing our dignity and our rights trampled on by this current administration. They're turning our government into an ideological weapon against us by occupying cities, criminalizing the poor, scapegoating black and brown people, attacking and retaliating against anyone who opposes their agenda or anyone who does not look, live, or love like them. They're consolidating their power and wealth, stripping our rights to collective bargaining and forming a union, our right to due process, our right to free speech, our right to choose our elected leaders. And do I need to go on? Look, the bottom line is this administration has betrayed working people and sold us out to the billionaire class. But we still have that same weapon that we've had all of these years, the most powerful weapon that working people have, which is our solidarity. And working people are looking for a movement right now, one that can take on the billionaires and the corporate interests that have led to extreme inequality, a movement that can stand up to tyranny, to autocrats, to the selfish and self serving who want to break our institutions and bust our unions so that they can pay us less, make our jobs less safe, and our futures less secure. And I submit that we are that movement, the American labor movement. I've seen it in my own life, as have so many folks on this call. A union is the path to a better life. And we know a union means higher wages, higher health care, a voice on the job, and especially for black and brown workers in this country, opportunity that for way too long was withheld from us. And what excites me so much about this movement today is that we look like this country, more workers of color than we've ever had before, Women are half of our movement, and we have incredible new leaders. Like at my own union, the United Steelworkers, where we just swore in Roxanne Brown as the new president. A black woman from Jamaica and New York is now leading the Steelworkers Union. That is a story you could not dream of a few decades ago, and that is now a reality. And we're seeing more and more people of color, women, young workers taking over the reins and taking over the leadership of their union. Look, we are the movement that is connecting everybody. And there's nothing that scares Donald Trump and his billionaire friends more than workers coming together. No matter what party you belong to, and saying we don't accept what's happening in this country, and we have the power to change that. So I can't think of a May Day in recent history that has been as important as this one. We need the biggest May Day ever, not just to reflect on everything our four brothers and four sisters won and secured for us today, but to show our own power that they might all have the money, that they might have all the money in the world, but workers beat billionaires every time. And we can rally this country around our vision for the future. Our vision, where workers have money in their pockets, a voice on the job, a good retirement, and everybody in this country knows what we mean when we say it's better in the union. That's the vision that our labor movement, the AFL-CIO, and all of our affiliate unions is fighting for. And that's why we're going to be out there on May Day and every day standing strong. 15 million workers across our 65 unions. And I can't wait to see you all out there in solidarity. Because with solidarity, as long as we stand together, brothers and sisters, we will win. Thank you very much.